it's true, please tell me, dear. Do you play? Let me go for the other guy you loved before. Don't you know that I heard you break mine? How much longer would you be mine? Oh, I heard it through the grapevine. Oh, I'm just about to lose my mind, honey, honey. Well. Honey, honey, I know that you let me go. Said I heard it through the grapevine. Ooh, I heard it through the
That's right, I'm the black sheep, the real black sheep. I'm the black sheep, the real black sheep.
All right, welcome, man. Welcome to Black Sheep Theory. Shout out to all the homies on the block. Free the homies on lock. Free Julian Assange, free Palestine, and free ass whoopings in case you looking. So this is Alex. Say hello, Alex.
What's up?
Yeah, so we want to discuss what's been going on, and she has some valuable information, I think, that we want to discuss with y'all. But I just want to get right into it, man. We're discussing the Rona, and I gotta use code names because YouTube decided to. They might even take down anybody's posts who's speaking on it, or they're not getting monetized. I don't really care about the money. I just don't want to be flagged or this to be suppressed because we're using the actual name for it. And we'll discuss the Rona, and actually probably gonna get hit anyways because these guys say it. I want to first start off by saying what we need to do. If this is it looks like we're getting some serious lag. So if anybody's watching, you can shout out, let me know, hey, stop, redo the chat or redo the stream. I'll do that. But I'm gonna start off with a clip from Joe Rogan to try and get people as serious as we can about this situation, right? So I'm gonna get that going right now.
It's important.
Agreed. All right. Give us a second. Got to set it all up, man. If you could tell, everybody's streams are pretty slow. Man, I am. We are. All right.
The Joe Rogan Experience.
So we should tell everybody what we learned today. I'm revising my thinking about this virus because of Michael Yo. Michael Yo caught it. Michael Yo is healthy as fuck. He's not any high risk group. Like he doesn't have any pre-existing conditions. He's in shape, and he got it, and he got pneumonia too. And he said it was a double combination, and he thought he was going to die. And he was in the hospital for over a week. And 4 days ago, he said he thought he was going to die. That's fucking terrifying because Michael Yo is healthy. He's not some 80-year-old man. I talked to my friend, Dr. Peter Attia. He's a physician, and he gave
That's
me
the guy that swam from Maui.
Yes, he swam all the islands. He's a fucking straight-up savage. So his take,
All right, I just want to interject real quick. So Michael Yo, he's let's go full screen. Michael Yo,
That's right, I'm the black sheep, the real black sheep. I'm the black sheep, the real black sheep.
sorry, I didn't turn off the intro. But yeah, so Michael Yo, he actually was with Joe Rogan on his first on the first Fear Factor, and I'm gonna Google Michael Yo real quick. So y'all get an idea of what he looks like. How to spell Michael? That's like one of those names I never spell right for some reason. There's always there's a hidden word or something. I mean, a hidden letter. Mikhail. You know? It's weird. It's a good picture of Michael Yo. Fuck it. All right, we got pictures of Michael Yo, so let's get to it. All right, this is Michael Yo. As you can see, pretty good looking and in shape, healthy guy. Would you agree?
He doesn't look that old or anything.
He's not. He's in good shape, obviously. You know what I'm saying? But this is the guy who got coronavirus, and this is, of course, it should have gotten real before this for Rogan, but better late than never. First of all, but yeah, man, he was also on the first season of Fear Factor. I think that's where him and Rogan met, it's not good, man. It's not looking good. If somebody like him can get corona and say he almost died from it, straight up. Look at that. It's a cute picture. Look at him and his wife. All right, but yeah, so it's pretty serious right now, man. Let's get back to the actual. But yeah, man. So I just wanted to get that going first. The goal for what I want to do here is what's important is right now. I know we went on. How long did it take for you to go through the unemployment?
I was on the phone for like an hour and a half.
Speak a little louder for me.
I was on the phone for about an hour and a half with this lady. Asked me a lot of dumb questions.
How long was the wait? Like the whole experience for me? All right, so
I would say it took like 2 days to complete altogether.
Yeah, so she was on hold for like 40 minutes, and finally, when she finally got through, it was like another 40-minute process. I was right here.
The first day I called, they weren't accepting any calls. They were just like, we have too many calls, so goodbye. And an automated message just hung up on me over and over again. I tried to call several times in one day, and not until I called the next day earlier on in the day did I get in touch with anyone.
Yeah, man. So that's what we're doing to get paid on that, man. Also, an apartment complex sent us an email saying that, yo, you're still expected to pay this rent. And
late fees and all.
And here are some resources that can help you. And obviously, these resources are probably extremely taxed. So the question, of course, and you see the title of the video, is something you can do to actually help your situation and help me too. You know what I mean? Because your boy needs help out here, right? And it's simple, man. I'm not asking for any money, nothing like that. All I need you to do is pick up your phone and contact your senator. That's it. Contact your senator and tell them, hey, this is bad. What I say is give every American $2,000 a month for the next year straight, or I'm going to dedicate the rest of my life to making sure you're not in power anymore. Because remember, you got to remember, what's important to these people is their positions of power. You know what I'm saying? That's what's important. Their whole life is built on that position they have, or those positions they get, those positions they can hold. So if we take that from them, you know what I'm saying, or if we threaten them with that, they will be deeply, deeply perturbed. Let's put it like that. You know what I mean? Like we can steer the ship the right direction. And it's dire right now. It's dire. It's really important, and we got to make it happen. You know what I mean? So
I feel like they're worried about money for themselves, money for re-election, and all that stuff. They're not really worried about what we need exactly right now, and we need to let them know how important that is, and that we will not vote for them, and we'll make sure other people we know don't vote for them because they're not doing shit to help us.
And that's what's important, man. Like the follow through. The follow through is what's important. You tell them, hey, I will not vote for you. I will vote. I don't care if there is a dog running against you. I will vote for that dog. Seriously, and follow through with it. You know what I'm saying? We got to follow through with it. And I know people are like, oh, politics, this, and you're probably worried about yourself and trying to get yourself together. But in times like this is where the community aspect really shines. Where you see that community is important. You know what I mean? And like I've been trying to work on a more. I haven't uploaded videos in a little while because I've been trying to work on a more, let's just say, a highly edited and more defined video to get this point across. But it's taking me too long, and I was just like, screw it, I'm just gonna go live. It's really important, man. I can show y'all. I got actually one more. I don't know if you heard of. We dealing with both Joes, both Joe podcasts. We got Joe Rogan Experience and the Joe Budden podcast. And even the Joe Budden podcast speaks on some interesting stuff, in my opinion. So let's get over to that real quick. I'm sorry, I lost the spot. Do you remember where it was?
I do not.
They killed Andrew for saying, "Let me give everybody a stack," and then stole his shit.
Right.
And then sent him to the Breakfast Club.
I have enjoyed
That's
watching
what happened.
all
they
of
sent him to CNN and the Breakfast Club and then stole all his policy ideas.
That's kind of what happens sometimes. In
That
these,
is horrible.
Primaries.
I have loved all of Republican Facebook saying that they want their stack or $2,000, and they've been killing Bernie and socialism for about 3 years now.
Right.
Anybody notice how many more extra trips they make to the fridge during quarantine and chill?
Nothing else
And
to do.
open it and look at the same thing.
Try to
there-
come
like
up
there'll
with
be
different
something
combos.
else
Yeah, you try to
different
come
in
up
there.
with different combos you can put together.
Yeah, I could put that all in a wrap.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just getting fat. I'm just eating. I'm just eating shit. I don't even
That's
be
what
hungry.
happens. That's what happens.
What else is there to do?
I mean, we can still go outside.
No, you can't.
You can.
Sure you can.
What do you mean you can't go outside?
go to anything.
All right. Don't listen to Maul. You can't go outside. And Joe's about to explain why though. So wait for it.
Cuomo just announced that if you are not an essential worker, then you are advised to stay your black ass or white ass home. Essential.
All right, so y'all heard that. You are not just Cuomo, but the president. We have been advised to stay our black asses home, 100%. And I think this is the problem with the email we got from the office. Like we just got an email from the apartment complex saying, hey, you need to, what they say. Like,
They sent us a list of places that we're currently hiring, and these are definitely not essential jobs. Not all of them. Some of them are the grocery store, of course, but like non-essential jobs that we should go apply for and go outside. Like they told us to go out and do shit ourselves when the government is telling us don't do that. Like,
yeah, it makes no sense, man. So literally, we're being advised to stay indoors, which you should. I think you should. But the people are trying to say, oh, go out and get another job, and we're service industry too. So that's up in the air right now. And at the end of the day, man, what we have to do is convince your representative. We have to hit up our representative, our senators, and tell them, hey, yo, we need this money, because what people fail to realize is this. We had a very similar, not with the virus, but with the market crashing in 2008. What the government decided to do was bail out big businesses and banks and Wall Street, instead of putting money in you and my pockets. Our money, the tax money we have, our tax money, instead of putting that back in our pockets, they gave it to them, and people lost their homes. Like, I mean, a lot of us were too young to remember this, in my opinion. I was 18, so it didn't really affect me as hard as like it wasn't like at when I was 18 I didn't have my own apartment yet. Like I wasn't really working like anything serious, so it didn't hit me as hard, but I know it hit my parents, friends' parents hard, and we're going down the same path. We're allowing them to do the same thing again, and what's funny is all it takes is a phone call, and making sure you go out and vote the next time they come around for re-election. That's it. Like, it's not even, it's a lot less work than having to, brave the world with coronavirus and go to work. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's out of things to do, I'd say that the safest thing to do is to contact representative and tell them, hey, yo, we ain't playing this game with y'all no more, And another example, I started to use 2008, right? But yeah, they did the same thing in 2008. They did the same thing in 2008, man. And are we gonna learn from our mistakes or not, man? Our parents made mistakes at not paying attention. We paying attention now, man. We just can get this message out there. You got anything to say?
I mean, even if you've got like work going on, or you are trying to apply for unemployment, or you're trying to take care of yourself, it literally does not take that long to pick up the phone. You can do both. Now, you can take care of yourself and you can try to take care of the community at the same time.
Agreed, man. Yeah, because that's what we're missing right now. It's a sense of community. Due to capitalism, man, everybody's like, oh, I got this myself. And, and that's that like they were talking about with the Republicans, and now everybody's a socialist. Now everybody's like, oh, we need to come together. And it's like, yeah, nah, we've been saying this. I agree, you know what I'm saying? But let's do it then, you know what I'm saying? Like, we have to hit up our representatives, man. Like, because those are the people, like, they're making decisions. They literally have trillions. Right now, they're about to bail, just like in 2008, they're about to bail out these businesses and shit and leave you high and dry. Like I said, they still expecting us to pay rent, hit up this church, hit up this thing, do all these things to make sure you have to pay us, is what they're saying. I'm like, nah, son, nah, you know what I'm saying? like community, you know, like there's strength in numbers. If everybody in this apartment complex decided to say no, screw you, we're not paying nothing, what would they do? They can't evict everybody. Well, they're gonna get the whole police department to come out here and get everybody out their homes. Can you imagine the negative press that would bring in the middle of Corona? You get what I'm saying? Like,
we live in a big ass complex too. That's
Yeah.
probably over like 1,000 people, like well over 1,000 people probably live in this complex. It's huge. And that's a shit ton of people.
agreed, man. And that's the big difference right now that we have to, like, we absolutely have to be active, man. And people and people that can, and the problem is the people that can pay their rent should not pay their rent as well, and solidarity with those of us who can't make it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it should be community should matter at this point right now, man. And if this message is resonating with you, I highly advise you to please share this, like it, make sure we get more views on it. Or you could appropriate this entire message yourself and put up your own video, and hopefully you go viral. I don't care about credit, none of that. What matters is the result. What matters is people actually doing this. You know what I'm saying? And I don't care who said first, last. None of that matters to me, man. It's like, yo, I just don't want to be homeless before this is all over. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, our representatives didn't take it seriously when they needed to. Because you can ask her. I've been silent alarm since December. I've been like, yo, hey, this is looking serious over here in China. You know what I'm saying? What's going on in Wuhan? Tell me I'm lying.
I remember.
Yeah, since December I've been silent alarm on this, and it's just like, you know, I wanted to sit back and see what's going on with. Of course, we had the primaries, all that kind of stuff. So, you know what I'm saying, got taken by the wayside. But I've been keeping a close eye on this, man. And I finally decided to make it happen my damn self. You know what I'm saying? So, like, we're getting to that point, y'all. We're getting to that point where it's getting bad, man. Like, everything's being overtaxed. Like, this live stream looks like it's choppy because there's just not a lot of bandwidth to go around, which is another thing, man. Like, it's getting bad, y'all. It's getting real bad. Anything you want to add?
Well, like you said, like they should pay us monthly payments for like over a year or something. Because even if this virus gets resolved soon, like many people for whatever reason believe it will be resolved soon, the economic issues that are gonna come now and after are like really serious, and we will still need help even when people aren't getting sick and dying anymore. We're still gonna have no money saved. We still might not be able to go to work at a reasonable time. We might not even have a house to live in to go to and from work too. Like, it's gonna be a serious issue for a long time to come, not just right now.
We can do better, man. We can do better. We will. We just have to. Like, I've been thinking. I'm told her, I was like, man, I'm thinking about like I don't have a printer, so write down like, you know, notes, not, you know, enough notes to put on every door in the apartment complex and let them know, hey, stand in solidarity. Like, no, do not pay your rent. Stand in solidarity with everybody here. You know what I'm saying? And that's the only way. Through we have strength in numbers, man. We have that. You know what I'm saying? We need to force really, we shouldn't even take it out on these businesses, even though I'm, you know, screw these corporations, right? But what we need to do is make our politicians, you know, saying act. Right now, what are they trying to do? Give people like $1,200, a one-time payment of $1,200.
Well, some people a lot less than that, and people like us might get nothing.
I can't imagine me getting anything. They're not gonna give my black ass a dime. You know what I'm saying? Like, so at the end of the day, man, this is gonna be real bad for a lot of people, man. And it's time out for all that, you know, get money or I gotta go to work. Like, nah, son. Like, you're making it worse for yourself and other people. And to everybody, I've noticed a lot of people, you know what I'm saying? Like, I want to speak on, we're talking about this whole Rona issue. I want to speak on the people who are shaming, quote unquote, shaming like the spring breakers and stuff, man. Like, in all honesty, I've seen a lot of these people. There's no point in calling out people's names, but I've seen some people on YouTube. The first videos, like I said, I've been on this since December. I watched their videos, and they were like, this is like the flu. This ain't nothing more than the flu. Now their videos, do you know what they look like? They're like, look at these idiots still taking all the toilet paper and not staying home. It's like, whoa, you were just less than a week ago talking about how this ain't that important. It's just the flu. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't see no apology videos, nothing like that. So if we can just have people, you know, you don't shaming people and calling them. I'm gonna call out somebody actually for sure. David Packman, that's one of them, man. Let me find this post David Packman put up, man. So you kind of there's there's extreme on both sides. There's those people who are like, everyone who goes outside is an idiot and they're a terrible person. You know what I'm saying? And then there's the other side of I'm sorry. There's one side of everybody's a terrible person. The other side is all this is a hoax and it's a lie. It's like extremes on both sides, right? You know what I'm saying? And it's like what I'm thinking is, like, Mr. Pac-Man, I appreciate that you're perfect and you've never made a mistake in your life. That's dope, you know. But I'm not, and I don't know nobody that is. You know what I'm saying? So calm the fuck down. You know what I'm saying? And let's just encourage people to do the right thing and not shame the people who aren't. You know what I'm saying? Because these are dumbass kids, man. Like, those spring breakers are all like in college and high school. Like, I understand. Like I said, again, you did a good job and you made all the right decisions your entire life. That's dope. That's great. Not all of us are like that, and that's the problem that a lot of right-wingers have with us on the left is we seem like we're too perfect, like we're just, you know what I'm saying, like we're just above high and mighty. We've never done anything wrong. We're just perfect. It's like, nah, man, it's ridiculous, you know, like, you know, you gotta give people room to, you know, like, it's like, encourage them to do the right thing, but don't, like, otherize them. Don't make them the others because they're fucking up, you know. Just let them know, hey, stop messing up. You're playing, you know. So I don't know. I don't want to keep this too long because I actually want people to actually try and watch this through. And I appreciate Alex. Appreciate you for coming on with me. It means a lot.
Yes, of course.
Yeah. So we're gonna get this going. I'm gonna leave it at this right now, and I'm just gonna keep posting. I'm just gonna keep posting right now. And in this next video, I'm gonna discuss the problems with the left and or just the progressive movement, where we should take it from here. I think that actually ties kind of into, there's a lot of overlap with this current crisis that I think that we can we can capitalize on, as far as the people's eagerness for information. We can capitalize on that and actually get pertinent and important information out to people, because their ears are a little more in tune to what you're saying is going on in the government. And I guess real quick, I'm gonna end it. I'm gonna go on. Give me another 6 minutes, right? So back at us when Super Tuesday hit, and Texas, Super Tuesday for us was March 3rd. So March 3rd was Super Tuesday for us here in Texas, and I remember standing in line in that line and having a discussion with somebody. It was a lady in front of me and a guy behind me. And I remember I brought up the coronavirus. Dang, I shouldn't have said it. I said it, but whatever. I brought up COVID-19, and I thought what I found interesting about the whole concept is, you know, saying how it proves that you need a centralized government. You need a governing body. Because imagine if we were truly an anarcho-capitalist nation, which just means like there's no, you know, like imagine if we abolished the government and just had everything privatized, in that sense. Can you imagine what would happen with this current crisis if there was no centralized government? If there was no monopoly of force for somebody to be like, hey, y'all stay home and we will force you, you know what I'm saying, to stay home, or you know, and force businesses not to price gouge and stuff. If we didn't have those checks and balances in place, man, people would be price gouging like crazy. Like it would be much worse. Like, and another example is like China. I know now, granted, China didn't handle everything great. They lied at first, blah, blah, blah. We know what they did wrong. Let's put that to the side for a second. The things they did right is when they finally did take it serious and start being honest about it. They built up, they literally built they mass built hospitals, man. If you notice, they ain't run out of no masks and none of that stuff, huh? You know why? Because they actually make and manufacture the masks in China. But due to NAFTA and our disastrous trade policies, we don't make anything in-house no more, you know what I'm saying? Like, we're the equivalent of always going out to eat. America, we just go out to eat instead of cooking ourselves or making these masks, making these things in the nation ourselves. We decide to take everything takeout, if that makes any sense. Does that analogy make sense? All right, cool. So yeah, so that's, with that being said, you know, like, we're in a much worse position in a place like China, which right now, even though they had more cases than us, more deaths, that's where it started, they're already starting to get over that curve. So some say it probably is going to pick back up from what I hear, but they're actually making headway in slowing down this virus. And that is due to the communist part of China, if that makes sense. The government's able to be like, all right, look, everybody stay in their house or we will shoot the shit out of you. You know what I'm saying? Like, and you know, and with them being able to do that, it create there's positive and negatives to everything. And one small positive to having that monopoly of force is being able to stop the curve of something like this, like they did in China. Here in America, we're all. I mean, literally, we just went to go get some supplies, and man, there are people out. Like it seems like more people are out now than normal. Right? Am I right? More people are out now than 3 weeks ago. You know, because I don't drive, so I walk everywhere. So when I see people, I can see people. It's like, man, none of y'all were walking the streets before. You know what I mean? Like I'd be out here. Maybe also it's because it's getting warmer, and I don't know. I think it's just an interesting situation. You want to add anything?
I mean, like, when I lived in Wuhan, I could see some of the benefits that, like, you're referencing, too. Like, there's not, like, everything's not perfect, but I used to live there, and, like, they do, like, if there's a problem, even if it's with the people or with the government, like, they try to fix that problem. Like, there's a pothole outside of where I was staying, and there was an accident because of this pothole. It took them, like, 2 days to cover that shit up. Because they needed to do it, and you're supposed to do it for the people, and like, even though it might not be great, they're like authoritative way of keeping people in the house and stuff like that, but it's literally saving lives, and it's for the best of their people. People are still, I'm sure, getting supplies in some type of way there. People are, like you said, it's plateauing. They're doing shit to try to figure out to save people's lives, and we're not doing that here.
Yeah, no, man. Like, people are like literally, like, and that's the thing. Like, you can't. Democrats and Republicans are not your ally in this. You have to contact. I don't care if you're Republican, Democrat. I don't. So in full disclosure, I lean left. Does not matter. You know what I'm saying? They're all full of shit too. And speaking of which, you know what I'm saying, I got to call out the progressive progressive brothers and sisters on social media or on YouTube. Y'all, why are we not telling everybody? I need you. Please get the message out. It don't have to be for me. You don't got to reference this video. You don't got to share it. Just say it yourself. Tell your audience to please contact your representative and threaten their job, because they work for us. So tell them, yo, you need to do what you need to do, or this is your last time ever in office. I will follow you for everywhere. I mean, I will be in every job interview you're at. I will be waiting right outside that job interview to tell that guy, yo, this guy's, he just like allowed so many people to die in this fight. Like, I will be out there convincing anybody. Like, I will follow you for the rest of your life to make sure you never get work again. You play with us. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's the type of energy we need to bring to them. And one more reference thing I would like to reference with something like this is, as a young black man, the world expects a lot from me. Like, to get out of where I'm from, I'm expected to work 2-3 jobs, right? You know what I'm saying? I gotta save every dime. If I don't do those things, it's my fault that I'm dying in poverty, right? Most people would agree with that. I know that's just the way we look at things, but we don't hold our politicians to these same standards. You know what I'm saying? Why are you holding me to a higher standard than these people? It doesn't make any sense. You know what I'm saying? It's like, nah, man, you can do better. If I got to do better, you can do better. Period. You can do better. You know what I'm saying? I got to do better. That's why I have no time. There's no. For another example is, I got a homie, you know what I'm saying, they're still selling crack in Houston, you know what I'm saying? And it blows my mind, because it's like, what is this, 1980? Who's still smoking crack? You know what I'm saying? I don't know nobody, but they still selling it where I'm from, you know what I'm saying? So, in your mind, I know there's no excuse, right? He needs to stop what he's doing. If it takes getting 3 jobs, he needs to stop what he's doing and get legit, right? There's no excuse. What's the excuse? You have no excuse for him to do that, right? Robbing somebody, there's no excuse. I don't care how poor you are, you should get a job, right? Again, you're holding us to a higher standard than you are these people, man. What's their excuse? What's their excuse? To not give every American $2,000 at least, a month. And even more than that, somebody actually called me out on Twitter, was saying how we need to contact our representative to make them put a freeze on all rent and things like that, which I agree with. We need to do that for sure too. But I mean, everybody getting at least $2,000 a month will do something to every person, not household person. If you got 9 people in your house, those 9 people each should get $2,000, period. And if you don't hear, I don't want to hear, no, we can't afford it, because ain't nobody speaking that right now. Republicans, Democrats, nobody's speaking about how we can't afford it. They're about to put a bill through right now where they're giving trillions, if not either $1 trillion or 1 point something trillion dollars to these corporations to keep them afloat. Why not just give us that money and we can buy shit from the corporations, right? But again, like I said, it's the same thing like in 2008. They're on the same wave. They're still on the same BS, man. So I'm trying to leave it there. I'm gonna let you get the last word, if that's okay.
I mean, like you said, most importantly, even if we only reach like one person with this video who actually picks up the phone and calls the representative, then for me at least, that's a success. Like, we just want people to understand. We want people to get back into the community, not look out only for yourself. We want people to just pay attention to what's going on and realize that they're trying to fuck us, and we shouldn't let them do that.
130% agree with you. So I appreciate it. So I'm gonna leave it there. It's a 33-minute video. I don't want to keep it too long. Most of y'all probably ain't watching this. So appreciate it, man. Let me find my wrap up and yeah, man. I'll keep on trucking.